Well, Jennifer, we talked a little bit last night following the screening, so I feel like we're old friends.
Old friends, yes.
Plus the fact that we have something in common. My maiden name was Connelly, spelled just a little different from yours, O-L-L-Y instead of E-L-L-Y. So, okay. You want me to start from the top again?
Sure, why don't we?
Yeah,
Sure.
okay.
And we have speed.
Well, Jennifer, we had a chance to talk last night a little bit following the screening when I told you how much I enjoyed the film and your performance. And so I feel like we're old friends by now. Plus the fact that we share something in common. My maiden name was Connelly, spelled O-L-L-Y instead of E-L-L-Y. But anyway, it's fun to have a chance to talk with you because I think Labyrinth is just such a thoroughly entertaining movie, and it's so beautiful and fascinating to look at. I'm wondering, for you personally, now you had to act with a combination of people and then a lot of mechanical things and puppets. Did you find acting with the puppets more difficult?
Not really. It takes some getting used to in the beginning, a little adjustment period. We took a month before shooting to do rehearsals to get used to working with the puppets so that it wasn't quite as awkward when we were actually filming. But once we got past that and started filming, it was fine. I mean, it took a lot more patience, I think, than you get in normally doing a film, because it's so many different elements that have to work together that there's a lot of waiting to get the right take sometimes. But when it works, you know, I think it's special.
How many takes would you do on an average?
Ooh, that's hard to say, because sometimes we just did 2 takes, and then sometimes I think my record was something like 19 or something like that.
It's not bad, though,
It's
because
not too
you
bad.
often hear about when you're working with effects and mechanical things, 40 and 50 takes.
Yeah. Well, also some of the things were one-take kind of deals, you know, where you either got it or you didn't get it, you know, and so we had a lot of cameras set up, you know, for the same thing, because there were effects that couldn't really be repeated, or they would take too much time to try and repeat them.
An example would be what?
Like in the Bog of Stench, the Bog of Stench, before we actually got there on the cliff, we were walking on a little ledge on a wall, and it breaks away under our feet, and that, once the rocks, you know, broke away, would have taken a long time to set them up again. So we only had 1 take for that, and it worked, so.
You all were kind of wired in so you wouldn't go down with it, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Working with David Bowie, now, you know, that just sets hearts fluttering the minute I say it. So, and people are always talking about the mystique of David Bowie. Did you find him a kind of mysterious person?
Well, I guess in the sense that you don't know if you really know him, because from what I got from him, he was so friendly and so down to earth. And he was always just sort of hanging around on the set, chatting with the guys in the crew and telling jokes and everything that, I mean, he was so outward with everyone and made everyone feel so at ease, like we're all old friends, you know, that, I don't know, I hear other stories about him when people say, you know, he's sort of likes to be by himself or whatever, you know, I hear, and I don't know. Maybe he's different with other people, but with me he was great. He was wonderful to work with. He really was.
How did he treat you? Because there's a great difference in your ages. You were 14 when you made the movie, 15 now, right?
Right. How did he treat me? I know differently than he treated anyone else. You know, he didn't try and talk down to me or whatever. We were just, you know, like friends.
You have an absolutely beautiful scene, the ball scene, where you dance with David Bowie. Now, how long did that go on, and did you purposely mess up so it would go on more?
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that. No, we didn't mess up intentionally. It was about a week. Yeah, and actually it was even longer. The scene than it is in the film. We, you know, had danced a lot more in it, and it was fun because we got to do lots of rehearsals, you know, dance rehearsals for it. I mean, in the film we only danced for like 2 seconds, but still, it was fun.
He's a good dancer?
Yeah, yeah, he was a good dancer. Better than me, that's for sure.
Now, Jennifer, fess up here. Did you get a crush on David Bowie during the making of the film?
Not really, no. I didn't get a crush on him. I liked him a lot. I mean, I wish he wasn't so hard to keep in touch with, you know, so we could still be friends. I haven't seen him since, you know, since we finished filming. But not really a crush on him. I admired him a lot, and I think I learned a lot from him, just watching him work. But it wasn't like a real crush, because I got to know him a bit, and I think crushes kind of disappear when you get to know someone, and it's just more that you really like them.
Do you have any other films you'll be doing?
Well, I have another film that'll be coming out after Labyrinth, which actually I did before Labyrinth. But
what is it?
It's called 7 Minutes in Heaven, and probably be out in August, I think.
Who's in that?
It's just some other kids my age.
Contemporary story?
Yes, contemporary story in Middle America, just about sort of relationship of 3 friends. But I'm not working on a film now. I'm finishing up school, doing all my tests and essays and all those kinds of things, fun things, finals.
Where is home?
New York.
You native New Yorker?
Mm-hmm.
A rarity.
A rarity, I know.
Well, Jennifer, whatever you decide to do, I'm sure you'll do it well, and I do hope Labyrinth is the hit I think it will be. It's just a super film, and you're very, very good in it. So thanks for the opportunity to talk with you here today in Dallas.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Very nice. Thank you. Was it more difficult working with the puppets and the mechanicals than the live actors? How many takes would you do on an average? Well, that's not bad really, because sometimes you hear about 40, 50 takes in these kinds of situations. What would be an example of that? We hear that David Bowie is, let me back up. Working with David Bowie, now that just sets hearts aflutter among women in the audience. We hear, though, that David Bowie is mysterious kind of person. Did you find him to be mysterious? You get to do one scene, a ball scene, in your beautiful gown, and you get to dance with David Bowie. What was that like? Now, Jennifer, come on, fess up here. Did you get a crush on David Bowie? How could you not get a crush on David Bowie? Do you have any other movies coming out? A contemporary story? Okay, now I'll just give you reactions.
David Bowie's too young for her. He's my age.
Oh, one question I forgot. Let me do one more question, okay? There's such a difference in your ages. How did he treat you?
Isn't it a good thing I said that?
Okay, that should do it.
Isn't it a
Thank
good
you.
thing I said
Yeah,
that?
it is because
See that?
that